The energy in the world right now is overwhelming and can often leave empath, intuitives, all of us feeling disconnected, powerless, and wondering how we can reconnect to our joy, to our creativity, to our power. And today in this video, I'm going to share with you a really simple tool that you can use, the most powerful thing to unlock your creativity, open your heart space, spark joy, find purpose and positivity in the world. And it's something that's inherent, and it is called being of service. When I'm talking about being of service, what I am talking about is showing up to share your time, energy, attention, effort to a community, to others, in a way that comes from an open heart of generosity and support. It can be as simple as opening a door. It can be as simple as noticing somebody in the line while you're waiting for your coffee and giving them a heartfelt compliment. Being of service is one of the most powerful things that we can do, because in the world of intuition, and I'm going to talk in this video about this, is not only our intuition, this is our way that we are connected to one spirit of humanity. When we are in service, this is where we give from an open heart, where we share with no strings attached, no expectation. And when we serve, we are in service to the divine. We are in service to our higher selves. And through that, we connect to the greater good. We connect to our gifts. We find our people. We find our community. And so today we're diving deep into this topic because it is so important, because our communities are so important. We need one another. And there is an epidemic of loneliness. There is an epidemic of overwhelm. And you're not just making it up. Our modern world, modernity, has created information overload and isolation. So many of us don't even know the name of our neighbors, of the people who live across the street from us. And it's because it's been constructed in a very, in my world, egocentric way of like, this is my space, I'm all by myself, I don't need anyone. When in reality, we need each other. So today in this video, I'm gonna share with you some ways of being of service, how this unlocks our connection to intuition, connectivity, and joy, how we can tell the difference between giving from an open heart. This is strings unattached, as opposed to when we give with good intention, right? But also sometimes we get fooled into expectation that causes some different turmoil. So before we go any further, hi, I'm Sonia. I'm a fourth generation intuitive, and I teach you how to plug back into your innate divine self, your intuition. And your intuition is all about tuning into energy, the energy of who you are authentically. And when you give that voice, presence, power, everything in your life changes. And so when we're being of service, we're tapping into one of our natural gifts that we come in with. If you are ever around kids, one of the first things that they always want to do is help you clean the kitchen, help you do the things. They want to help, they want to contribute, they want to connect. And this is something that we do, and we often get overwhelmed and forget to do so. So when we're in service to community, which means just showing up and giving back. And this can be in all sorts of different, like I said, little ways, as simple as holding a door. The first thing that happens is that it connects us to our heart space, and you'll know that something happened, that we feel good. You feel good. You feel good being a conduit of good vibes, of helping to remind others in the world that not only we are connected, but on the same page and are here to support one another. So first, I just want you to call to mind a time that you were of service, that you gave selflessly, whether it was picking up a friend from the airport, or helping with a big dinner, or maybe showing up and volunteering. Maybe it was proofreading a friend's resume. It does not have to be a big deal. And you can also recognize that a lot of times when we do these things, we do them out of love. We do them out of care. We do them out of wanting to share and uplift gifts of your spirit. Then I want you to call to mind how that made you feel afterwards. It makes you feel good. It raises your vibration. It changes your perspective also from the ego mind that says, ugh, everything, to, wow, there is goodness in the world. There is magic in the world, and the divine, and the mundane, and the today things that we can connect to. And in connecting to that, we instantly connect to transformational energy. Because when we give out of an open-hearted connection from these places of our community, it comes back. And it's not transactional. It's not transactional. I'm giving fruit because then all of a sudden I'm going to get a reward. Okay. That's often how in our world, it can be very transactional. But when we give from that place, it is a gift. It is being in service to humanity. So today, too, we're going to also share the difference between we're in service and giving from a generous, open heart versus when we give with expectation. And I say this because I recently was in an experience. I went camping with some friends, and I had a friend who spearheaded his part of the operations and did a beautiful job. And we were cleaning up the campsite, leaving it, free and clear and everything. And we were with a larger group of people. And so we decided to stay behind and do some more work. And we were going to an Airbnb shared afterwards. Me, 3 friends, my partner, we show up. He's the last one to arrive. And there was a bunch of rooms. One room that was adjacent to a patio and ended up kind of being a walkway. Now, we picked this room because my friend loves nothing more in the whole wide world than to have a cup of coffee in the morning outside. It is his ritual. So we picked this room for him. We're like, this would be perfect. Fast forward, he gets back, arrives at the Airbnb, energy's off. Turns out that he felt that he had been slighted. He felt that he had given so much, shown up for this group experience, done all of these things, but the story that he had told himself was because he gave extra in this one area, somehow that we would all arrange and give back in this way. Now, we gave back in a lot of other ways, but it was a really clear mirror in being of service with good intentions, but with that having hidden expectations of return. And it not only set him up for disappointment, because giving wasn't giving from an open heart, it was giving with strings attached, also not communicated, that also ended up having him tell himself a story that was hard on himself, that we didn't care, that we weren't tuned in, that none of that was true. So when we give from an open heart, it's the opposite. We give with no strings attached. We give because it feels good. We give because we're contributing, and we're also giving from a place that is full. You as my Nana would say, as the I Ching, you cannot drink from an empty well. And so when we give with expectation, often it's with good intention, but that some part of our well is empty. So first, check in. Do I have the space, time, availability to do so? Yes. Great. Now we have a true yes. Our heart says yes. Our energy says yes. Our body says yes. 2, then we show up and offer our services. And we do them as a gift. Over to you. And then 3, as you do that, notice how it will start to reorient how you live and see life. And instead of the lens through everything is wrong and miserable and terrible, to our connection, our universality, our sharing of our resources, of our gifts, of our contribution, helping to uplift others, to build our community, gives us joy, gives us creative ideas, connects us to our spirit, helps us see the spirit of others. And now more than ever, we need that lens. Instead of the ego of me against you, you scare me, you are out. Spirit says, it's me and you. And what can we create together? And when we show up in those little ways, not only are you contributing to the healing of the planet, you are contributing to the hope, joy, connection that we all need. And we can think of so many people throughout history who have given selflessly. Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Desmond, there's so many. I can think of even my neighbor who down the block would It's my next door neighbor, Monty, who knew every single name of every kid on the block growing up and every single dog. And every day he would show up and ask me what I learned at school and what was so interesting and engage me. And that was a way of being in service. And I will remember Monty in my heart and soul to the end of my days because of how he made me feel. And that was a gift that now I take and pass on in the world. So your acts of service are little candles of light that light other lights that really bring in the hope, connection, and community that we need so dearly. So check in with your spirit. What do you want to show up? Be of service. Make it simple. Feel how good it feels. Give. Time, energy, money, resources, support, words of affirmation. Like a genuine compliment doesn't need to be complicated. And notice how your energy shifts, how it shifts how you interact with the world, how it shifts you to connect with your guides and your angels, making you more guideable and connected. So I hope you enjoyed this video. But also don't forget, have Psychic University is my level 1 5-week-long live-led course starting next Wednesday. This is a transformation. It's an in-depth classroom. There's so much info. I cannot wait to see you there. Click the link below, learn more, sign up, send me an email, sonia@soniatully.com if you need help. And also, I have a podcast, I have free resources, I have all sorts of different things to support you on your journey. So if you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe, hit a like, leave me a comment. It means the absolute world to me. And I want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to let my work and these videos to you be my acts of service. I am so grateful for your spirit, and I'm so grateful for your light, your time, your attention, your energy. And I hope to see you in class, and I'll see you next week. All my love. Bye.